Can someone tell me why Private Eyes is like one of the biggest bangers I've heard recently? Somebody got pulled over by a cop and it kind of reminded me of that song, you know. Just, you're always being watched around here, especially in Frisco, but we're not in Frisco today. We're in Prosper. Guys, welcome back to today's video. This is gonna be a tour of just like 3 subdivisions, 3 areas around Prosper. It's gonna have its good, it's bads, it's uglies, it's pretties. It's gonna have all those things I'm gonna list out for you guys. I'm gonna get right into the first neighborhood here because this is gonna be kind of a long video, not like crazy long, but we'll kind of see. I guess you guys know how long it is because you're watching the video now, but okay, we're into Glenbrook. So this is gonna be just the cheapest neighborhoods. And what I mean by cheapest, I went into the MLS, I just pulled in all the houses that were active and just saw what neighborhoods were popping up at low price points that you could still get in. So this is gonna be homes under 500,000, 400,000. It's gonna be in older neighborhoods. Like I said, they're gonna have their goods, their bads, their uglies, all that kind of stuff. And this specific neighborhood, this is gonna be the furthest out from the Dallas North Tollway. This is called Glenbrook. It's gonna have a $274 semi-annual HOA in here. And that was the other thing. I tried to pull neighborhoods in areas that either had no HOA or had like very little HOA. So bada bing, bada boom, we're in this neighborhood right now. So the other thing about this neighborhood, I'll take a left here. The other thing about this neighborhood is it goes to Denton ISD, which is one of the reasons it's gonna have one of the lowest price points in here. For example, they have an active that's a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,668 square feet. It's listed at $385,000, and that is a 2013 pre-owned. And then they have neighborhood, you're not gonna get a whole bunch of stuff. You're just gonna get this pond that's gated that you can kind of look at, which some of them have like a nice little backyard look at some of the streams, but there's not really like a huge playground. This is not really a master plan community. The next neighborhood we're headed into it's going to be Artisia. That one I did a full neighborhood tour over. I haven't done like a full neighborhood tour over Glenbrook because it's just I would say it's a pretty basic neighborhood. You're gonna have most of the stuff in here is gonna be just like stone, brick and stone. Not really walking trails, but I mean, you got enough sidewalks to walk on, but not like just like designated walking trails. Like I said, oh, that little pond was completely dried up. So I guess you just get one other one. So, and then this is also on the border, okay? If I was to go left here, I would go to the dreaded Fish Trap intersection off like FM 1385, which people just absolutely hate because there's a whole bunch of master plan communities now. It's 12:45 on a Tuesday right now, so it's not too bad, but traffic will come out to like past here, guys, like all the way out to this bridge further up, because this goes, those neighborhoods out there is like Union Park, Sandbrook Estates, Sutton Field. I could just keep going. There's all those neighborhoods off 1385. So there's one little intersection. And also that Lexus was looking like it was getting a little too happy there. That's the other kind of crappy thing really, is just the roads around here and the 1 lanes. So you just be safe, be careful. Just know that people are crazy. All right, so this is the bridge, and then they're building a middle school over here. We're coming up on Windsong Ranch. Yes, this is a video about the cheapest neighborhoods around Prosper. We are gonna go through Windsong Ranch, which, awkward. It's one of the most expensive neighborhoods to live in. They're gonna have a pretty expensive HOA, pretty high price points of like $800,000, $900,000. I think after this, I might do a tour over like Prosper down to Dallas, no tollway. I don't know if I'm up for it. I got this new GoPro. I'm trying to break it in. Why not? In this Texas heat, let's see what it can do. I had to get rid of the last one I had. It was giving me too many problems, guys. Believe it or not, this is my 3rd time trying to record this video. So if I seem a little better than usual, that's why. It's because I've done this video. I've tried to do it 2 times already. I haven't like fully gotten through it, but it's because my GoPro has just, you know, completely crapped out. Okay, we're going through Windsong Ranch, so cover your eyes right now. This is the cheapest neighborhood tour video, so I know some of you guys are probably not looking at these price points, but I'd close my eyes too, but I'm, well, I don't have a Tesla. A whole bunch of walking trails in here. That's what this whole like green space is. That's why you see no houses on this left side. It's just a huge walking trail. And then we're still along Fish Trap. So if that last light you saw there, there's also terrible traffic there. And that light, if I just kept going straight there and I didn't turn, it'd actually take me all the way down to Dallas, essentially, like all the way down to, because that road turns into 423. 423 turns into Main Street down there and the Colony, and then it turns into Josie, and then before you know it, you're in Harry Hines at a strip club. If you know the area, you know the area. You know what I'm talking about. All you people out of town probably don't know what I'm talking about. The other thing with these master plan communities on this right side, I don't know if it picked up in my camera, is that you're gonna have the schools within them. Most communities that aren't master plan communities, like these grand, you know, huge developments, are not gonna have elementary schools or middle schools. Nowadays, you're starting to see more of that just because of competition. Now, like, most people are wanting the school to be in the neighborhood, wanting these particular things. So the developers are like, okay, how do we make how do we get more money? How do we get people's more monies? We want their monies. We want all their monies. We're gonna put them right next to each other and make them look at each other's windows and no privacy because we want their monies. Windsong Ranch is pretty good development. You can get stuff in there at like 500,000. 550, but that's like a townhouse, and that's like the most recent sold with new construction. Most of the families I'm talking to right now that are coming in are wanting not a townhouse. Might start doing more stuff about townhouses though. Okay, into Artisia. Now the middle school is not going to be directly in this neighborhood, but it is like right next to it, and I'll go by that too. That's Rushing Middle School. Okay, this will take us straight into here. Like I said, I've done a longer video in here. I want to show you guys the amenity center, because they do have one in here. The HOA is going to be higher. It's going to be $332 annually, but maybe you can stomach that because you'll have like this nice pool area with a playground, and your kid can literally walk to school, to middle school, and those things. I'm going to do like a U here, but we'll check out some of the neighborhood in here. So going to be like the previous one. All these houses, these last two neighborhoods, both gonna kind of look the same. Now this one goes to Prosper ISD, so that's why the price points in here are gonna be higher. You're in a little bit better of a section because you're, you know, a little bit closer to the tollway. Guys, the closer you can get to the tollway, the better your life is gonna be because you won't have to travel down 380. Anyone that's moving out here, and if you're working with a realtor right now and they're sending you over to Aubrey or like Denton, along 380, and they're not warning you about the traffic, get a new realtor, because it's pretty bad. Because that's the other thing, people go out there and then some people are just buying a house. It actually kind of blows my mind. Oh man, yeah, I just heard stories, guys. It's pretty intense, and some people that have just moved in like 2018, 2019 into Union Park are already selling their houses because they're sick of the traffic. So just know it's pretty legit over there. They're expanding over by Oak Point right now, and then they have everything kind of moved over in a sense along 380, like prepping it. See guys, I can't, you know, things like that. It's little things like that, little thumbs up, the little hey what's going on, little VQ brothers. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. I mean, that's like a little bit, that's like the luxury version of my car, but is it? I mean, I know everyone would rather take a 370 than the Infiniti. Come on guys, let's be honest. And then getting into what's kind of happened in this neighborhood with the market, they've had one house sell in here that was closed in, they've had a lot of houses sell, but like for example, they had a house closed in here on the 23rd of June. That was the time I was in middle school. That's how old these houses are. Okay, then into the back side, gotta use the blinker. Let them know, Dan. All right, you also get a nice view of the water tower, and then on the left side is the Rushing Middle School with Prosper ISD. Give you guys a good look. They have their field, their football field on the other side. just know how much you guys love some Prosper ISD. Oh yeah, gotta love me some Prosper ISD. Looks like all the teachers are like getting ready, maybe. All right, the main entrance is along there. So the really smart thing that they've actually done here is build this school along Fish Trap, and they've expanded it to 2 lanes, which was the really smart part, because the rest of it is 1 lane. So I can only imagine the absolute anarchy it is around here when school gets out. And there's a neighborhood here to the right. I mean, we just got out of a neighborhood. There's more. Star Trail, another huge master plan community, is along there. You would think with all this money, they'd make it 2 lanes. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Okay, the next and final place that we are headed to right now is to downtown Prosper. So I wanted to show you guys a little bit different. Wait, hold that thought. Right side, that's Stuber Elementary. I've kind of talked about that elementary school. So once again, just another school right along a 1 lane here. And the roads aren't too good right now in this specific section. And it's because a lot of trucks, like, I don't know if you can see that cement truck up there, but it's a lot of trucks like that. And not to mention the ground's actually melting around here because of the heat. There is a dip ahead. Oh yeah, that's a dip. So the roads aren't quite the best, quite the best around here. They, you know, they have their moments. Just wanted to show you guys those 2 neighborhoods, show you kind of what a neighborhood that goes into Denton. This next area I'm going to go into goes to Prosper ISD too. So these last 2 are Prosper ISD, but that first one was going to be Denton ISD. That's going to be kind of where you can get your cheapest priced home right now from what's listed on the market. Basically, I just, you know, saw what neighborhoods were popping up a whole bunch on that first page, and I just kind of took that for. They might not all, these neighborhoods might not be the cheapest in median price per se, but they're the cheapest in what I was pulling from the MLS and what was being active right now. If you were like trying to get into Prosper right now at a certain price point before it keeps going up. Anything, you know, I've talked with my brokerage and, you know, opinions on that, and, you know, the people that have been doing this for 20 years. And they seem to feel like everything's kind of stabilized right now. And then I saw an article about how the Fed is gonna cut rates next year. So that'll be interesting. Oh, here we go. This isn't too good. So this is actually a pretty common thing around here because of all these cement trucks and stuff, but it seems that someone has gotten into an accident. Wow, we have time. This must have literally just happened. He's turning. I wonder what happened here. Well, the arrows are completely like off the pavement. Maybe they've like melted off. But I'm guessing maybe he just took like a wide turn and tried to cut in and it just didn't work out too good. Oh man. Seems like everyone's okay. Got your Prosper police.
They're watching you.
Now from Fish Trap, it kind of turns into Main Street. We just passed over Dallas Parkway. Put your imagination hats on right now. That in like 10 years, 5 years, however long it takes them, will be a tollway going north right over there. So there will be a bridge there. That's the other kind of good thing about living in these homes before that gets over here. Once that gets built over, the equity is gonna keep going up, guys. And I got an email a couple days ago about someone asked me like, what's the next Frisco? Guys, a lot of permits right now are being pulled for Anna. That's all I'm saying. Do not sleep on Anna. This video is being made right now in 2022. I'm telling you guys right now, do not sleep on Anna. This is going to take us into our next neighborhood, which is just going to be a bunch of subdivisions, essentially 5th Street, 6th Street, 7th Street, a whole bunch of different homes. Priced at anywhere from like 300s, 400s. But these are going to be some old homes, no HOA, but you know, more for your free people, you know? You don't want to be tied down by the man. even though you still be paying a mortgage. Downtown Frisco is going through something right now where a lot of investors are going in there, knocking down the old houses and building some new stuff. So that's potentially what could happen down here with Prosper. The downtown area in Prosper, which is what we're in right now, left side is like City Hall. It's kind of lacking in some areas. Like they put in a restaurant, like a place you could get breakfast. There's a parking lot. And then like some shopping. I mean, for the amount of money coming in here, you would, I don't know. So this will take us into the subdivision. Now within here, you're gonna have houses priced below, like the furthest below down in the market as below goes, and that's just because they're super old homes. And they're gonna need updates. Now some of them might have updates in them. For instance, on like 5th Street, they had one sell. It was closed at $360,000. It was a 1968 built, pre-owned, of course. 1968 new construction, 2-bed, 2-bath, 956 square feet. And then they do have an active in here, 1970 build. I'm gonna go to 7th Street, which is just down a little bit further. I'm gonna go to 7th Street, and then on 7th Street is gonna be a 3-bed, 2-bath, listed at $400,000. I feel like I'm going up a roller coaster right now. This incline is quite intense. Okay, on to 7th Street, and then I'm gonna show you guys one of the oldest schools in Prosper and potentially what you could do within this neighborhood if you bought a house in here. Because somebody's gone in here and updated a house that I saw. So like I said, I've done this video. I've tried making this video twice because my old GoPro messed up, and they did have a house in here that was pretty cool. I wanted to show you guys. But this is gonna be about the end of the video here. No HOA in this one. Gonna be able to have a little bit of a fenced backyard too. Some people don't. Then on this right side, you see this white one? Looks like they extended the to 2 stories and kind of updated the paneling and painted it white, updated the fencing. Looks really good. And there's a couple lots in here you could build on. Pretty expensive, like you could knock down, build up something new, potentially. So that's another idea. I could see something like that. Like I said, over in Frisco, that's happening a lot right now down over in downtown Frisco, just because of the amount of stuff that they finally got into Frisco and updated a lot of stuff with oh, here's the, on this left side is that house for sale. All right, and then this is into the old elementary school here. Now, this will be the end of the video, guys, so thank you guys so much if you guys stayed this long. Let me know down in the comments if you guys want me to check out any other places, any other tours. I got my phone number here too. Text me. I'm lonely. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Peace out and take it easy, y'all. Thanks for checking out my channel and watching that video. I got more videos floating around here. If you're in the market to buy or sell real estate in the DFW area, contact me, Daniel, at the Home Expert Team. I will be happy to answer any of your questions. Besides that, bye.